Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Justin, and welcome to another episode of Ship Life, where I try to inform, educate, entertain you guys on the world that is ship life. So, unfortunately, this past weekend, a woman jumped into the ocean off a cruise ship, which ultimately ended in her death. Now, in today's episode, we're going to talk about that situation. Along with that, I'm going to provide you guys with some information as far as what the policy is for handling a situation like this. What happens to the family? What happens to the deceased? What happens to the cruise line? We're going to go over all that and just a little bit more in today's episode. So, let's get started, shall we?
Let's go!
Alright, so first and foremost, respectfully guys, before I get too far into this video, I want to send my condolences out to the family of the deceased. I know this is a difficult time and I hope everything works out for you guys. Now, on to today's video, guys. So apparently, this past Friday, a woman jumped intentionally off a cruise line into the water. Now, this was on, I believe, the Sun Princess, which is part of Princess Cruise Lines, which is actually owned by the Carnival Corporation, for you guys don't know. There's a bunch of umbrella companies that are linked with Carnival, which is the biggest cruise line in the world. Now, this situation, unfortunately, is not uncommon. I've personally witnessed this myself a couple times when I was on board as a cruise ship crew member. But we'll get onto that another day. Now, this woman is a 40-year-old Taiwanese woman, and she apparently went on board with two family members out of Okinawa, Japan. And so apparently she jumped. Now, here's the thing that people don't understand about people that go overboard during a cruise. Your chance of survival is not very high just due to the sheer size of the ocean and the fact that you may not even be seen jumping into the ocean. And that's what happened in this particular woman's case. So apparently she intentionally jumped, allegedly that is. She jumped and nobody knew she jumped until the footage was seen later on. This is unfortunate, guys, and I'll keep saying that. It's a sad situation, but this does happen, I want to say monthly, honestly. From what I've seen, I believe statistics is, I believe it's like 1.5 people fall off a cruise ship at least every month, worldwide. Now, this is under investigation to make sure there was no foul play involved, but the investigators do not believe so. But you know, it is what it is, you know, like it's going to be a pretty cut and dry case. This woman committed suicide, which again, like I just said, is not really uncommon. Let me see what other information I've gathered up around this, because honestly, there isn't too much going on as of yet. I've been trying to hold back as far as doing this video until I had a little bit more information, but I just want to kind of put it out there, let you guys know what's going on, let you know my personal take on the situation. Now, as far as the investigation is going to go, they're going to investigate for, honestly, I believe a couple hours while the cruise ship is at their home port in Okinawa. And that'll typically be it, because this is usually a pretty cut and dry case with cruise ships. And usually when stuff like this happens, unless there's foul play like a murder on board, there's not much evidence. Only thing they have really is the footage and the statements of the family. Now, even the family, after this situation happened, the family was indeed, they were airlifted off the ship, which doesn't happen too often, but I'm assuming they were pretty distraught as far as what happened. So the family was left, and there was also a service provided for the cruise line, or counseling for anybody that wanted to talk about the situation on board as well, which is a pretty standard procedure. Now this will go on, the investigation again, the initial investigation again will go on for a couple hours, and they were able to thankfully recover the body, which is also pretty rare. When the woman jumped, they had it recorded. They actually turned the ship around, put it in reverse, and were able to locate the body of the woman. When they found her, they found out she was dead. You know, she was unresponsive and had deceased, unfortunately. That's happened plenty of times with the cruise lines I was working with. There were people that fell. There were people that committed suicide, which is, you know, maybe I'll talk about that in my ship life story this Sunday. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to jump around too much back and forth. Again, this is an unfortunate situation, and I hope everything works out. But just understand, guys, this is not uncommon. There are safety tips as far as surviving situations like this, because again, it does happen. People can fall overboard, but there are a lot of people, for whatever reason, they choose to take their life on cruise ships, and it sucks because it involves everybody, from the captain to the guest. everyone typically knows when stuff like this happens. So, you know, you can only do so much to avoid it. I mean, cameras can see, I think on my ship there was about 2,000 cameras, but you can't catch everything when it happens, unfortunately. Now, you know, when somebody does something like this, you know, I don't want to point the finger and say it's selfish or anything like that, but, you know, in a way it is, just because everybody's affected. You know, you're on vacation, you're having a good time, and somebody takes their life, it's going to obviously mess you up mentally for the entire cruise. So yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say. I know the investigation is still pending. I believe they're back in port now, so the initial investigation is over, but maybe we'll find some more information. Maybe things will be revealed. We don't know if the woman had mental problems. We don't know really much of anything. We just know she's a 41-year-old Taiwanese woman whose name hasn't been identified yet. So that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, guys. I just wanted to, make a video on this because I thought it was a very interesting and unfortunate topic that I think people need to come to terms with when it comes to cruise ships. I try to keep you guys informed as far as what's going on. I'm also going to have another video on Friday, so stay tuned for that. I just wanted to make this video. I also have a video on Sunday as well. But I'm going to wrap it up. Like I said, guys, I hope everybody is doing well. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know what you guys think about this situation right here in the comments below. You can also email me as well if you want to know more information. And my Instagram is available as well. I'm going to get out of here. You guys take it easy. I'll see you on Friday.